very happy to bring on board our coverage now Jonathan Levy. He's space correspondent who joins us now from London. Jonathan, good to have you with us. It's always nice to get a perspective from you on this developing story. We're now, 3 hours away from what is hoped to be a successful soft landing by the Chandrayaan-3 mission on the lunar surface. We here in India are looking at it very closely and have been for a long time. How are you looking at it from London? The importance of the Chandrayaan-3 mission, how is it being reported in your eyes, Jonathan?
It's getting wide reporting here and around the world, as no doubt you're aware.
Yes.
I think, first of all, Isro is held in very high regard. Some very quality science and scientists and work coming out of that organization. And I think it's so important for all space agencies around the world that this mission is successful. It's one of the trailblazers as part of the move to return to the moon. And so all eyes around the world, as well as here in London, are on this mission and wishing it well.
Jonathan, one of the common questions one gets from viewers, from those watching us and our coverage is, if countries have managed to land successfully on the moon, way back in the 60s, why is it still a challenge now? What is your perspective on that? Because this technology has existed for a long time, so people do wonder why it's still a challenge.
Yeah, well, I guess the physical scientific challenges remain in terms of these are very difficult things to accomplish. Yes. It's not called minutes of terror to the landing likely because effectively, I don't know whether you saw the film Toy Story when Buzz Lightyear was accused not of flying but falling with style. And yes. In effect, when you land on any planetary body like this, you are falling with style and you need great style to do it successfully. So now we have much better computing power, which helps with the level of potential success of these things. But I guess it's been a combination of political will and waiting for these advances to say now is the time that we can afford to go back to the moon and use that as a stepping stone for humankind's journey on into space.
In your view, Jonathan, because, space programs do sort of flow into each other, a lot of information is shared, there is a great common resource of learnings, for the scientific and academic community from space programs everywhere. How does the scientific community look at the Chandrayaan-3 mission? What are they hoping, to learn? What are they hoping will be discovered from this mission? Because as we know, each of these missions is expensive. There are few and far between. So each one is an opportunity to learn more.
It is indeed, and the reason this is so important is that it's landing at the South Pole, an area that has come in under increasing scrutiny in recent years because of the presence of water there. So the South Pole is likely to be the place where we can start a permanent base and use that water not only to create oxygen but potentially propellant for working on the moon. And therefore the experiments that will be carried out, even though they're only planned to last over 14 Earth days, are very important to look at those compositions at the South Pole, to understand what's happening there, to maybe find some evidence of water in this mission, and also to prove all the components successfully to be able to do this again with greater research and detail going forward over the coming years.
Certainly appreciate your perspective, and thank you very much, Jonathan, for joining us on this story. Very, very exciting moments for us here in India, and clearly from what Jonathan says, everyone around the world has, at least a comparable degree of anticipation about the success of Chandrayaan-3. Thanks very much, Jonathan.